Hi Libra, thank you so much for joining me. This is Igniting Insight and my name is Kelsey. This is going to be your weekly reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or anybody that resonates with Libra the most, whether that's for your Venus sign or your North Node, or whether Spirit just popped this video into your recommendeds. This video is for you then. This is the first week I'm doing weekly readings. This will be a continuous thing, so if it resonates, if you like the way I present my readings, if you just are into it, please do subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate your support. If it does resonate, leave me a comment, like the video, all that great stuff. And I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. I do want to say that these readings are not date specific, so whether you're watching this when I'm releasing it mid-February or sometime in the future, it's going to be for you regardless of when I published it, if you are coming to the reading, whenever you're coming to the reading. So I'm going to be using 4 different decks for the reading today, starting with the Wisdom of the Oracle. I have them all over here so you can see them. Wisdom of the Oracle, this is going to be for the overall conscious energy aspect for the week. So whatever issue is going on for you, this is going to be the conscious side, and then we're going to pull also for the unconscious side to try to help you gain some more insight into kind of what's going on for you internally, what something that maybe you're not aware of that is affecting the situation. And this is going to be from the Illuminated Earth Oracle, and then we're going to pull past, present, future from the tarot using the Wild Unknown Tarot. This is going to give us a little bit more depth for the reading and for what specifically is going on. But these are general readings, so the messages can come across, they're just general, so I want you to be encouraged to tap into your own intuition and trust whatever messages are coming through. Whatever situation comes up in your mind, essentially, is what the message is speaking to. And then finally, for direction for the week ahead, we're going to pull a card from the Oracle of the Unicorns, and this will give us kind of a way we can best move forward given the current energies. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading. Again, this is going to be the conscious aspect of whatever's going on for you. Mending, okay, very, very interesting. I was tapping into your energy a little bit before I started, and I was definitely feeling some, kind of a variety of emotions, as weird as that sounds, because I think it can be different for each of you, but definitely this sense of like something needing to be fixed, maybe some sense of guilt some of you are having is what I was feeling, and this does speak to a need to kind of make amends, whether that's with another person who you need to maybe have a conversation with, maybe you got in a fight with someone, maybe you treated someone in a way that maybe does not resonate with your highest self or your integrity, or whether this is maybe mending your relationship with yourself. Maybe you haven't been treating yourself very well, maybe you haven't been up on your self-care, or maybe you've even been abusing yourself in some way. A lot of us deal with addictive tendencies, things like that, that can really harm us. And so if you're, whatever this situation is for you, whatever this is speaking to you, coming this week is definitely a need to make amends. And I definitely think this can be through conversation is probably the best way. If it is something with yourself, start giving yourself that self-care, and I want to recommend journaling for you if you feel like this is speaking to the way you've been treating yourself, if that's how this message is resonating. Maybe write yourself a letter and give yourself some forgiveness, or just write to yourself like you would write to someone else that you were trying to send an apology to. That's kind of just a recommendation that's coming through for you. And then we're going to look at the unconscious side of the situation. potential. I just got this card for Virgo also with another one. So there's a lot of potential in this situation. If we can make amends, you know, it can be scary to want to confront someone or to even want to confront ourselves. Forgiveness, for whatever reason, is really hard for us to do, but it's so important. Especially forgiving ourselves, or I guess what I'm trying to say is forgiveness affects ourselves the most. Yes, it's important to forgive other people, and that can feel really good when someone else forgives us, but forgiveness is really about ourselves and how we feel in ourselves. We forgive other people because it doesn't feel good to hold on to resentment. The potential I'm seeing here is when we can do this forgiveness and make amends in whatever situation this is, there's so much potential for healing and growth here. This card does show the moon above some grass, so I think it's kind of about grounding our emotions too. The moon is all about emotions, and the grass to me is representing kind of the physical earth. So there's potential if we can ground our emotions, kind of plant our feet with our set our intention, and be firm in that. And then intention this week really is for healing. Healing this situation where something's gone astray or something has not been feeling right. Some sort of need for forgiveness. When we can do that, there's so much potential for healing and growth. So to get some more details, we're going to look at past, present, future with the tarot. She'll just give us a little bit more insight about what specifically is going on. Okay, so I'm actually wanting to speak to these individually. So for the past, we have Four of Swords. Four of Swords traditionally is about rest, but I just went into a whole bunch of depth on the Virgo video about what this card represents to me symbolically with the imagery here. I think I forgot to mention for you guys, I'm a really intuitive reader, so I use imagery, I use whatever's on the cards, whatever comes through, you know, clairaudiently through spirit, the messages that come through, it's all intuitive for me. I mean, I understand the basic principles of the tarot and what each card means, but the way I read is intuitive. Whoa, just like bowing to you there. So this card, traditionally in the tarot, is about rest and recovery, a need for recovery, and taking a time out. But this one specifically, like with the lamb here, kind of representing innocence, with his third eye chakra activated, and this illumination, and these swords, which represent maybe ideas or insights, or it could also be like the ego mind and kind of the pressure that brings. Like this lamb is not, he's not perturbed. Not perturbed. I never use that word, that's so funny. He's not perturbed by these swords coming down, and he is calm and standing his ground. And I kind of see this as a duality of two sides. Is you can either be in this ego mind of fear and worry and trying to kind of micromanage your life and trying to control things with your, you know, just like overthinking everything to try to get the outcome that you want or find the resolution that you want, whereas the lamb is just calmly sitting there with the knowledge, with the illumination. Even in the darkness, even in the shadows, he's calm. So this is kind of the energy that we've been in. Maybe a long period of kind of waiting for things to change. Maybe this mending has been a long time coming and you've needed to kind of attend to this, but you've felt so much mental pressure and you've just kind of been waiting. The illumination has come in recently, and I think that now, you know, this week ahead is what's being suggested is the time to do this mending. We'll see what we get for present and future, because you never know. The tarot could tell us to wait a bit longer. Maybe we'll have even more insights. Okay, yeah. So we have Son of Swords reversed. My little note about reversal is I take them intuitively as well. So usually I just see them as kind of either a blocked energy or something that's not quite here but coming in. I don't always like think about the reverse definitions that is given traditionally, but the Son of Swords corresponds to the Knight of Swords, and I mean you can kind of get the gist of this card. It's about an idea shooting in. It's about charging forth with an idea, a new insight that's kind of dropped down from the sky. It's a very like forward moving energy, but it's definitely like mentally and intellectually driven. It could represent kind of a change from this rest to forward action, but it did come in reverse, so I would say this is kind of what's going to be shifting this week for us. This is, but it's interesting too that when it's reversed, then the sword's actually pointing to where our future card will be. When it's this way, it's pointing back to the past. So when it's this way, we could even just say that this idea is really going to drive us forward. And swords is also of the element of air, which is what your sign is, Libra. So I feel like you're very much kind of in your energy. You're in your Libra energy of thinking things through, you know, being very, I don't know, thought-based. Yeah, I don't know really how else to describe air other than thought-based, intellectual, mental. It can be very shifty because air is an element that we can't see. We only can like feel it, or we know it's there but we can't see it, and it changes but we don't see the changes. So a lot kind of can go on beneath the surface with air, and I think that a lot has been going on beneath the surface with you. Whatever situation that needs mending is kind of coming to a head this week is what I'm sensing. Yeah, so for the future card we get the Three of Pentacles, and this is a card of teamwork and a building. So I really think if this is an interpersonal thing that needs your attention, needs forgiveness, needs a conversation, whatever, heal an argument, you know, the potential that you're going to have is about like having a new sense of teamwork with this person. This person is not someone that you necessarily want or should have a rift with. This person is someone that actually is going to help you build. The mountain is suggesting like we have the potential to move mountains, to build something and manifest something as big as a mountain, but it also can speak to the work involved. I mean, think about how long a mountain takes to be created, or did take to be created. That's a long time, and you need these this sense of teamwork, this sense of community and help from others to really build this, to reach your potential. And I think it is kind of grounded in the earth. I think given that we have this kind of earthy looking potential card, and then a lot of this swords, air energy kind of in the past and present, I think we're moving towards a more grounded state of being for Libra this week. And this, you know, the future potential I want to just mention is like, it's a future potential. You're going to have to put in the work to mend whatever it is to reach this kind of new sense of community, new sense of teamwork. And the timeline for when this is going to happen is going to depend on how quickly, how efficiently, and just the way in which you deal with the situation at hand. So we're going to get one more card for helping give some guidance to how to focus your energy over the coming week to create the best outcome that you can for yourself. You know, whatever's going to bring about the best for you this week, we're going to get a card for guidance. Oh, healer. You have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. Very interesting. I feel like this card is giving me a lot of Libra vibes. This is kind of, I'm getting a new level to this reading, which is that, you know, potentially the situation that needed to be mended was of no fault of your own. It could even be, it could be self-healing, but it could be you're the one that's going to be able to come into a situation and provide what's needed to bring about healing for whoever's involved. And maybe you're now consciously aware that you are able to step into this role. You are able to be the one to bring mending. You could be someone in, you know, maybe like a counseling or like a mediation kind of situation, and that's the way you're bringing about mending. But you definitely have healing abilities, and having faith in these abilities, again, is how you're going to reach that potential. And just know that you are the right person for this job. You are the right one to come in and kind of touch the situation, touch the people in the situation with your magic. This is like, I mean, just this unicorn's kind of leaning down to touch something or someone with his horn, and that's giving like the healing power. And it's, you know, its head is bowed. It's about being humble, and yeah, staying true to yourself, staying true to your path as a healer, it says. So, you know, while in the past you maybe needed a lot of rest to kind of come to this place where you're able to help others, you're getting the insights, you're getting the downloads. This could be even divine downloads, or, you know, higher self downloads, some sort of insight that's coming into your conscious mind, that's coming into your mental space, that's going to help you be someone that can build and mend with others. Know yourself as a healer, Libra, and embrace that potential this week. Okay, so I really hope that was helpful for you. Again, I invite you to leave a comment and let me know. Just let me know. I really want this channel to be community-based, and I'd love to interact with you, and I'd love to see you back here next week for the next reading. But I hope you have a great week, whatever this is that you're going through. I really hope that you find that potential, because it's very exciting. We need so many healers at this time, and so your gifts are really needed. So just know that going forward. Thank you so much for watching, Libra. Namaste.